Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Biology King. In this session, we are going to talk about molecules to metabolism. Define metabolism. Metabolism is the totality of all enzyme-catalyzed reactions in a cell or organism. Compare anabolism and catabolism, including an example in each. Anabolism is the build-up of complex molecules from more simple subunits, or what we call monomers. Catabolism. This is the breakdown of complex molecules into more simpler subunits, or what we call monomers. Anabolism requires condensation reaction to proceed. Water is produced as a byproduct. Catabolism requires hydrolysis reaction to proceed. Water is consumed as part of the reaction. Examples of anabolism is photosynthesis. Example of catabolism, we have cell respiration. Differentiate between organic and inorganic compounds. Organic molecules contain carbon and are synthesized by living organisms. Anything else is inorganic. Exceptions include carbamides, carbonates, oxides, and carbon or cyanides. Explain how the structure of the carbon atom contributes to the formation of organic life. Carbon forms the basis of organic life due to its capacity to form large molecules. Carbon has 4 valence electrons that can form 4 covalent bonds. This allows it to function as a stable backbone in a wide variety of compounds. Explain the theory of vitalism and how it was falsified. Vitalism proposed that organic molecules could only be synthesized by living organisms. It was falsified by Frederick Waller in 1828. He was able to synthesize urea, an organic molecule, from an inorganic salt under laboratory conditions. Define monomer. A recurring subunit with a more complex polymer is what we call a monomer. Compare the 4 different types of biomacromolecules. We have our macromolecules, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acid. We are going to compare their monomers or the subunits, their polymers, and the bonds involved. We shall start with the carbohydrates. The monomers are monosaccharides, and the polymer, they are polysaccharides. The bond involved is called glycosidic linkage bond. The macromolecule of lipids, their monomers are glycerol plus 3 fatty acids. And the polymer, we get a triglyceride. The bond involved are the ester linkage bonds. Another macromolecule are the proteins. The monomers are the amino acids. The polymers are the polypeptides. And the bonds involved are the peptide bonds. Our 4th macromolecule is the nucleic acid. Monomers are the nucleotides, and the polymers, we have the DNA and RNA. The bonds are phosphodiester bonds. Those are the biomacromolecules. Write the chemical formula for any unsaturated fatty acid. The chemical formula is CH3 bracket CH2 close the bracket and outside, then COOH. It has got a glycerol part and fatty acid part. Draw molecular diagrams of glucose and ribose. We have glucose alpha D and ribose. Those are their structures. Glucose is a 6-carbon compound. Ribosome is a 5-carbon compound. Explain how the following may be identified based on their chemical formula. Have the carbohydrates, the proteins, and nucleic acid. Carbohydrates have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in a common ratio according to the formula CH2O bracket N. Whereas the proteins, they may contain sulfur. Some amino acids include sulfur. Nucleic acid will contain phosphorus in relatively large amounts. Hello friends, thank you very much for participating in biology king. I encourage you to subscribe.